To listen to the Maharishikaa in your language, please click on the wheel in the bottom right-hand corner.
You're invited to a live online satsang with Maharishikaa Preeti this Sunday. To know more, click the link in the description below.
So my question is, right now I'm breathing, digestion is happening, blood circulation is happening. We have to be aware, or it is already aware? In present moment, what is the state? Be aware of all the functions, or?
This whole thing about observing, is a practice which leads away from. It is creating duality continuously. The moment you observe, there is an observer and the observed. So it's almost supporting the idea of duality. There's no need to observe anything. Why do you need to observe it? Just let it be.
Yes. There is some fear.
It's about just here, just try to be here in this moment, just here. Just here, and here. So where is the observer and where is the observed? If you're just present, then there's nothing to observe. And if you're tuning into the soul, then you're in surrender. So you're not observing the soul. You're just surrendering. You're feeling this sense of bending down and humility. In this moment, there's no observer. The thing is that when your system is trained to be an observer and all your practices for years have been to observe, then the only thing that will happen is that you'll create one more observer who is observing this observer, who is observing the observed, and a couple of months later there'll be another observer, and this will go ad nauseum into different observers, but it's not about observing, it's about being. It's about just this is doing. It's doing what it has to do. In surrender to the soul. In surrender. There's nothing to observe. The moment you observe something, you're in a conceptual exercise.
Yes.
And it's never going to take you to a non-dual state because you are going only along the conceptual, which is 1/6 of this whole thing.
But when we stop the observation, in my case,
Yes.
observation, and come to the present, whatever the things I wanted to run away, it is, as you said, already there. I mean, conceptually or whatever.
Yes,
Then fear.
because you've been running away by observing. Then the fear comes. Yes, the fear comes. Why is the fear there? Because you've been spaced out. It's like when someone comes down from their spaceship, as we have now discovered this wonderful analogy, practical one, when they start taking off their spacesuits, they're very unsure. They've been in space for 6 years, 10 years, 20 years. It takes them time. They're afraid of falling over. They're afraid of not recognizing which humans are safe and which aren't. In the meanwhile, new instruments of attack have been developed. When they left, only knives were around. Now suddenly there are guns around. They have to get used to all of that. Of course there'll be fear. But in that moment of fear, what is the action to take?
So that fear is out of ego.
No, it's out of the truth. No, it's out of the ego. Where else would fear? Fear is the ego's master weapon to manipulate you into bending down to the ego. That's what it is. So in such a moment, when the fear arises, open your eyes. When someone talks to you in the normal world, you don't sit like this with your eyes closed. You have to normalize, young man.
Yes.
When you're asking a question to somebody, generally you can close your eyes for a bit, but if you sit like this, I don't know, am I speaking to you, the observer, the observed, who is the one who's listening to me, etc., etc.
But with you, one problem, I think.
What's the problem?
Because I see many faces.
I understand you see all the goddesses and all, but at least look like at this level.
Okay.
So now I even forgot your question. The fear, yes. So in those moments when that fear arises, because yes, the present moment can suddenly bring that fear, that is the moment to bend down, immediately tune into the soul, the Antaratman. You'll start to feel it because you're reintegrating. You've been out, spaced out for 4-5 years of sadhanas, all those strange practices. So you have to come back and then, I mean, strange. They were also something along your road to your self-realization process, but it's like you went to Kanyakumari when you actually wanted to go to Kashmir. So now you have to make your way from Kanyakumari up to Kashmir. So that the moment the fear comes, what are you afraid of, Bijoy, actually? May I know? Your secrets? Are you afraid of like a lion eating you up or?
No. Lion cannot eat me. I'm a lion.
Okay. I see a human being here, but yes, it's an identity issue there yet. What are you afraid of?
I think when reality comes, and society functions in different ways. You need money, you need many things. When I was in space out, everything was coming. I thought like that, everything is coming. I don't know, it was it happened.
Now you'll start getting scared.
I thought it's a new weapon coming towards me.
Don't worry, all the sadhaks are here, they'll protect you. They're very tough men and women who've been in the body for a long time. They can immediately rush to your protection.
I am not afraid of any attacks or something, but society functions in a different way, which I was not for a long time. Like, I have to now make money, like many things I have to make. So, so then.
Yes, so that's what you're afraid of.
Yes. This
Why?
Is actually, because I am.
Are you afraid of hard work?
Yes.
But then you don't have to do hard work. You just have to do whatever you did except you're present, not absent.
Yes.
Don't be afraid of society.
I'm not afraid of hard work, but I don't feel it.
This is society banging on your head now. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I think I got my answer.
Bijoy, you tune in to the Master. I'm telling you, everything flows quietly and in a joyous state. It really does. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Listen to this. See, it becomes softer if you listen to this.
Yes. It's not a serious question, I think. It's easy. Yes. Okay. So one more question I have. In present moment, this will be totally, we will be in a no observation state.
Yeah, there's nothing to observe. The moment you start to observe yourself, you're already, and sometimes we do have to observe ourselves, but if you make it the sadhana of being the observer and detaching from all that is around you, that'll happen, literally. It's like saying goodbye to life.
Yes.
In the attempt, because many people say, oh, when we started that practice, it's such freedom. Of course it's freedom, because you are not taking responsibility anymore for that which is around you. Naturally, you will experience it as freedom, but very soon the fall comes, and when the fall comes, it's very heavy because you fall back into the body and its reality, into the thisness, let's say, and then the fears arise, all of that arises. But what I feel is that you should be also grateful that this happened now.
Yes.
And not, with many people, they've spent 30, 40 years in sadhana and practices. They haven't found the truth, they haven't found anything, they haven't found enlightenment, and then it's a deep sadness that engulfs their system. until one day they realize that they have to reintegrate and go back and start to bend to this, because those practices, mainly the neo-advaitin practices, have not got surrender built in except surrender to the Guru, and the surrender to the Guru is not what the surrender is about.
Yes.
The surrender to the Guru is only a step. It's actually the surrender to something else. And what is that something else? Because otherwise the surrender to the Guru is the final state, and then everybody's bent down to the Guru and that's it. And expecting enlightenment. It doesn't work that way. The Guru shows, the Guru is throwing you to that. And that's how the surrender is built in.
Yes, yes. Can I ask a question about my career or something to you? Is that in the framework or?
You can ask anything you want. I may not be able to answer it, but certainly I don't see any other hand up. So you can, oh yes, there is a hand up. So you can ask later if there's nobody else asking.
Okay.
So in these satsangs, one can ask any questions. It's about life, it's about this. It's not about spaced out stuff where it's about, yeah, you can ask about your career, you can ask about anything you want. Anything means also anything.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
You are invited to a live online satsang with Maharishikaa Preeti this Sunday. To know more, click the link in the description below.